March is the month of huge shifts and changes of outer planets and new beginnings. As a collective and on a personal level, Aquarius, with all planets direct, this allows for the flow of new projects and activities. This means that now is your best opportunity to put out into the universe what it is that you want to create. The tides are flowing out, offering you new chances to initiate, start, or begin things. The flow is working with you to manifest your future. You have this open period of time until April 7th that's free of retrogrades and eclipses. What you need to know for your March horoscope. Hi, I'm Patricia Tate with WillowGraceMystic.com, and this is your astrology forecast for March 2023 for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising. Now, the overall energy of the first half of March is Piscean. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and it represents the culmination of every other sign's karmic evolution. The energy is often dreamy, glamorous, and otherworldly. It's about dissolving or breaking down the barriers between people, reality, dreams. So at this time, you're invited to dream, imagine, and create in your second house of values, self-worth, cash, property, resources, anything that comes to you that makes you feel good and is of value to you. So on March 2nd, Mercury is the first to enter Pisces. Pisces being intuitive and imaginative, expect your imagination to become very strong over the coming weeks. Take this time to focus on your hobbies, your creative projects, your money, your cash, your property. Mercury is going to have you focusing on several topics all at once. So leave time to focus and reflect on where is your energy best spent. Your mental energy can be disciplined and focused, and you can work on long-term plans for your goals. You can pay attention to the details and make use of the practical outlook of your home, your cash, your property, your material wealth. Then next on March 7th, the timekeeper planet of Saturn moves into Pisces. Now this is huge on a personal level and on the collective. Saturn has been in the sign of Aquarius, your first house of self, for the past few years. This is part of the changing of the guards or the outer planets shifting. So looking back, if Saturn and Aquarius focusing on you with strong power of concentration of practicality, moving forward, Saturn in Pisces means that you may need to work on being more reflective, more understanding of the past, to be more introspective and understand yourself, to be more compassionate and understanding of others, to do all this in a healthy and responsible way. It is in spirituality that is grounded with practical idealism. You're going to lean towards being more contemplative, purposeful, and grounded with all things cash, property, value, or things that make you feel good for your self-worth. And on the same day, March 7th, we're going to have a full moon in Virgo. Now, full moons, they reveal areas that were hidden, and Virgo wants you to have lists, be structured, be organized. This full moon is going to reveal things that are needed for getting projects and tasks completed, revealing where we need to have a plan and follow through. This full moon is a time of culmination and a promise of which you started at the new moon 6 months ago. So you might find power in routine and self-care. And for you, this is in your 8th house of shared resources. You might need to revisit or take a second look at some contracts that you have with others. This is the house of birth, death, rebirth. It's cash, it's property, but it's of money that is that comes into you that you have contracts with, alimony, child support, legacies, wills. It's also the house of joint finances and sex and the occult. And then on March 16th, Venus, the planet of love and romance, moves into the relaxed and stable sign of Taurus. Now, she is very comfortable here. Your feelings of love and romance that you feel for others may now take on a very grounded and earthy quality. So at this time, you may feel more sensual. You may desire strong physical connections in the areas of love and romance. You may also be less motivated to act quickly, preferring to enjoy life at a slower pace. And about this time of the month, the energy is going to go from watery to fire, passion, drive, thrust, because now we're entering Aries. This is where you're ready to ignite and dive into new. So Aries for you is your 3rd house. The 3rd house is the house of travel, but close to home. It's your neighbors. It's your short distance, everything. It's your siblings. It's your cars. It's writing. It's journaling. It's taking classes, taking workshops. It's your siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins. So on March 19th, Mercury that rules your thoughts, travel and communication and ideas. Now your mind is active with ideas and plans that are flowing freely. This is the initiative needed to make progress that happen here with What classes do you want to take that are close, or what workshops, or what are things that you want to do that are close to home? So on March 20th, the sun is going to join up in Aries. Aries being the first sign of the zodiac, this is the zodiacal new year. You are full of energy, drive, enthusiasm. Expect your excitement to be high. You are now feeling motivated and driven with this area of your life to get out and connect with neighbors, to do things that are closer to home, to write, to journal. This can be a time to focus on what you're motivated with to now take action. You can take the initiative and charge forward with it. And then on the very next day, March 21st, the moon joins up with the sun and we have a new moon in Aries. Now this new moon is time to initiate, to have a focus on these new beginnings, to have new adventures, these new journeys. You can feel excited about what is possible and feel ready to get moving in this area of your life. Your energy continues to be high and you can focus on what you want to get started with quickly and right now. Is this a class? Is this a workshop? Is this purchasing a new vehicle? Is this starting a blog, starting something that requires technology? On March 23rd, Pluto enters Aquarius. Now this is huge as a collective and on a personal level, as Pluto has been in Capricorn for over a decade. This is part of the changing of the guards or the outer planets shifting. Pluto in Aquarius means that you are most passionate about the future and that change for you can be prolific and long lasting. But we need to make sure that we are transforming for the better of all and not for the few. Aquarius is for the people. And then on March 25th, Mars enters Cancer. Mars is finally leaving Gemini after an exhausting and extended stay and now moves into the sensitive sign of Cancer, where you're going to have more energy and drive for matters that involve your home, your family. You're going to be able to start these new projects, these new plans from the ground up and have a stronger foundation. And for you, this is in your 6th house of mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, balancing home, balancing with work, volunteering, and with pets. So I would love to hear about how this resonates with you in your chart in the comments below. To hear updates as soon as they are released, please subscribe.